No two cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite Tailored Light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this happening right now at Koppel. You have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right, happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with roof credit.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday.
Okay, so welcome into The Drive. Let me make sure we can get Raff's audio working here. Let's see if this does the trick. All right, Raff, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, we are back.
I gave the official introduction to the hotel room.
Well, go ahead and go through the spiel again, if you will, since we did not get to hear it.
We are back again. This is The Drive. It is Thursday, 2 Sleep Still Nebraska football. I'm in Ralston, Nebraska. It's beautiful.
That's great. I'm trying to figure out why my camera is blurry.
Yeah, you're blurry.
I don't know. I'm not sure why my camera is blurry, so we'll have to figure this kind of out on the fly. Raff, you're in Ralston.
Yes.
How is the drive to Ralston? There we go.
Well, it was smooth. Thought about maybe taking a break in Ashland, just little nap, just to make sure I stay awake. You know me in these long drives. I mean, they take its toll on me.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to the official area of Ralston except to go to the Spaghetti Works that's there. Because I'm pretty sure there's a Spaghetti Works in Ralston.
Yeah, I think so too. Because when I was checking in yesterday, they had like a 10% off Spaghetti Works coupon.
Is that so?
And guess who I thought about when I saw that coupon?
You better have thought about me.
I did. But then I was thinking there was only one Spaghetti Works down in the old market, but there must be one in Ralston because that's why
there are multiple Spaghetti Works. Spaghetti Works are still alive. That's one restaurant I certainly miss from the city of Lincoln is Spaghetti Works. So, that and Grandmother's, I'll die by saying that also.
Well, I mean, I love Spaghetti Works, but I mean, you got the copper kettle. I mean, you got the Raff meal.
Very good point. That's a very good point. All right, so Raff, we got a loaded show for everybody today. We're going to talk a little World Series, obviously Husker football, potentially some NFL football as well down the road. I also wanted to mention, I said it yesterday on the show that high school state volleyball is beginning this week. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw this. So Omaha Skutt, Raff, is going for their 9th straight Class B state championship.
Good Lord.
9 straight. Ever
9
since
straight?
They've won 8 straight, obviously, since 2015. They've won 8 straight. They were runners up in 2014. They're going for their 9th straight title today, or this weekend. And then also in Class A, Papillion La Vista, who was the 8th seed, knocked off the number 1 seed, Papillion La Vista South, yesterday. And so there's been some certainly some headlines going on down at PBA.
So who is the coach for Omaha Skutt? Do you know by chance?
I do not know off the top of my head.
Because I mean, you hear 9 straight titles. Those Nebraska volleyball fans, they'll probably be talking about maybe John Cook needs to retire and
no. But still, I mean, Omaha Skutt just has so much talent that comes out of there. Obviously, we know like Lindsey Krause is from Omaha Skutt. And they're just a powerhouse year after year. So I thought that was incredible, though, that not necessarily is getting talked about a whole lot is the possibility of 9 straight Class B state titles for Omaha Skutt. That's incredible to even think about.
But that just goes back to, I think the state of Nebraska and the volleyball and just that, I mean, you've got to, like you said, Lindsey Krause coming from there. I'm sure Coach Cook has his eyes on probably some more of the players from that squad. I mean, that's crazy though. 9 straight titles. That's you hear about it, Wahoo basketball back in the early 90s. I think they went like 4 or 5 basketball titles, something like that. But 9, that is crazy.
Yeah, so the Omaha Skutt head coach, I believe, is Renee Saunders.
So former Husker.
But once again, so you just look at Omaha Skutt. It's funny because you look at like their Twitter bio as well, and it just says state champions, and then it just has like a semicolon, and it just lists every single year since 2015, and then it has runners up 2014, and you're like, this is insane to think about. I mean, 9 straight. I mean, that's not even, that's 2 full classes that have won a state title every single year that they're at Omaha Skutt.
Man, that's wild.
The accomplishments are unbelievable. And like I said, in Class A, you had Papillion La Vista South, who has 4 players going to continue their volleyball career in college. They go down on day 1 to number 8 seed Papillion La Vista yesterday. So
Wow.
it was an incredible couple of incredible couple of matches. I'm excited. I get to make my way down there today around 11 a.m. for a couple matches, and
Nice.
I'm excited to get down there into Pinnacle Bank Arena. So it's postseason, and then tomorrow, as we just round out the segment, sorry, Raff, tomorrow it's number 3 Elkhorn South football going up against number 11 seed Lincoln East. We'll have that one for you right here on the ticket. Kickoff for that one, 8 p.m. They're keeping Jay Foreman and I up a little bit later this week because Jay got the 8. I told Jay, I go, hey, it's an 8 p.m. kickoff, and he goes, dang, they're trying to make it. They're trying to get us out there late. And I said, he goes, so if you're going to the game, tailgate, hang out, and then make sure you say what's up to Jay and I when we get out there at Elkhorn South for the Spartans and the Storm tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's a late one. Then I also too wanted to make mention that the basketball world lost Bobby Knight yesterday. That's just a tough loss, for not only basketball but just for the NCAA, I guess. I mean, they always had their bouts against each other, but Coach Knight, won 3 national championships. He's the only coach to have an undefeated season, national title. So he definitely made an impact, huge impact on Mike Krzyzewski. So I actually wanted to bring that up as our Stern Company question of the day. So Stern Company provides solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. You can call Roger at 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. And my question of the day is, to the listeners, you can text in, who is the Mount Rushmore of college basketball coaches? I was thinking about it this morning. Mine would probably be John Wooden, Mike Krzyzewski, Bobby Knight, and then either Dean Smith or Roy Williams. I'm not sure which one I'd go with. It'd be maybe it could half and half, maybe.
Yeah, that would be tough. Because you think of everything that Coach Williams did at UNC. I would lean Dean Smith potentially. But let us know. 402-464-5685. It'd be interesting because it feels like we're slowly starting to close out an era of really good basketball coaches that we all kind of are familiar with. And there's a lot of younger names, newer names, right, that are coming up to the conversation, right? Calipari's always in there. Kentucky's when you're considering Kentucky standards, Kentucky struggled the last couple of years. They haven't made a Final Four, I believe, in a couple of years. You have Bill Self at Kansas that now has that overhanging, the sanctions and the NCAA investigation going on into them. Like a lot of people, I think, thought that Michigan's coach, why am I blanking on the name? Juwan Howard, Michigan's coach, Juwan Howard, would have ultimate success at Michigan. Michigan might be one of the worst teams in the Big Ten Conference this year in terms of men's basketball, which is just should not be the case. It was never the case under John Beilein, and it should not be the case right now. But Tom Izzo is potentially up there as well.
And another one to keep an eye on this year is Rick Pitino. I think he's at St. John's this year. So it's crazy. Like Coach Pitino, he's been around, for a while. He, was kind of off the landscape for a while back in college basketball. So it'll be fun to see, if he's able to bring St. John's back to prominence.
Well, and that's what's crazy. So you had all the stuff with Pitino at Louisville, and then he goes to Iona, able to build up the Iona program. Or take them to the NCAA tournament, and he now goes to St. John's where there's probably a pretty decent NIL fund, or he'll be able to generate a pretty substantial NIL fund. I think Rick Pitino will, and he's got a couple assistant coaches in place that are real familiar with the NIL landscape. We know, I believe Simeon Wilcher, CJ Wilcher's brother, is going to St. John's after he decommitted from North Carolina. So there's a lot of talent, and St. John's is another one of those teams where it's like they should not be not in that NCAA conversation in for the tournament. So you would expect that Rick Pitino kind of gives them that little nudge over the edge to take them to the tournament eventually.
When does Nebraska basketball? When do they play again?
So they start their season on Monday. They play Lindenwood. Their first like 8, 9, or 10 games are at home, and
Nice.
they don't face, dare I say, a formidable opponent until they play Creighton. And that's, I believe, in December towards the.
Who do they play again? I missed that.
They play until they play Creighton in the beginning.
Thank you, Nick.
Funny. Until they do that at the beginning of the month in December or so. So when you look at Nebraska, like, not that they haven't lost to formidable or, non-formidable opponents in recent years, but like that was one thing that they did really well last year. They didn't lose to like a Kennesaw State last year. They didn't lose to an Incarnate Word last year. They, for the most part, beat the teams that they were supposed to beat. They won 9 conference games in 2023, did the Huskers, and they finished with a 500 record. And it feels like I was listening to, it's called this Field of 68 podcast, and John Fanta, who's a basketball insider for, he covers the entire country of basketball, said that when he was at Big Ten Media Days, that he goes, we hear plenty of coach speak, but what I heard from Fred Hoiberg in just our one-on-one conversations is that he truly believes that this team is the one to take a step. And he said, you've seen some incremental progress in those first 3 years under Fred Hoiberg. Then you saw significant progress going 500 in year 4. And now here in year 5, you're sitting here going, okay, Fred Hoiberg, this is when you need to take the team to the NCAA tournament. And John Fanta actually predicted that Nebraska gets in the tournament this year. So we're still uncertain and unclear on everything that's happened with Keisei Tominaga. The ankle injury didn't look great, but we haven't heard anything on Keisei Tominaga. But even if Keisei's forced to miss time, like I mentioned, the first 8, 9, 10 games or so are against the Lindenwoods of the world.
Yeah, I think that's where you don't rush him back. If he's still got some lingering effects, I think you sit him out maybe the next 3 games or so just to make sure he comes back at 100%, because you definitely don't want that lingering all year long with him. Get him back to healthy and then go from there.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, Raff, let's what do you want to talk about next? Should we talk about how the Rangers went 11-0 on the road in the postseason?
Yep, I want all your baseball knowledge in the next segment.
Man, the Texas Rangers, they did it. They won in 5. Let's just dive into it. Take us to break.
All right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, enjoy a 2-day sale on November 3rd and 4th. Get USDA choice whole New York strip loin for $6.99 per pound. Bone-in turkey breast for $1.99 per pound. And plenty more options. That's all at Fairway Meat Market for the 2-day sale on November 3rd and 4th in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84 and Van Dorn.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their open mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November, with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I'm inviting you to stop by any of our 3 great locations to see why we have been voted best of for decades. We're a 4-generation jewelry company that refuses to compromise on quality or service. If you're in the market for anything for anyone special, nothing, and I mean nothing, says it better than Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Sartor Heyman Jewelers since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown returns to Lincoln, January 12th, 6:45 p.m. Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Let's throw down right now.
See Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, The Street Profits, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Carlito, and more. It's WWE's Friday Night SmackDown in Lincoln, January 12th. Tickets start at $25 and on sale this Friday at Ticketmaster.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals,
They have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job, from lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alville Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, of the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Coppel. You have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at coppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with approved credit.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. I believe it is Thursday. Last night I did the Wide Road to Raff. And the whole entire episode, I kept on thinking it was Tuesday.
Oh, no.
Harrison goes at the end, he goes, "Hey, Ralph, just want to let you know it's Wednesday, right?" And I was like, "Oh, guess I missed that."
Jeez. Yeah, when you actually have to work, the days just kind of get a little jumbled. You don't remember what day it was.
But it actually worked out because I thought it was Tuesday and ended up being Wednesday. So actually, closer to game day. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's talk about this. John Fanta once again, not John Fanta. The Texas Rangers won the World Series last night, their first in their organization's history. And Bruce Bochy, their manager, now has 4 World Series titles. Corey Seager is the 4th player all time to win World Series MVPs with more than just one organization. And he won the World Series MVP, obviously, with the Dodgers, and then he's now won it with the Texas Rangers. How about this also, that Will Smith, one of their relievers, has won the last 3 World Series championships. He won it he was on the Houston Astros, he was on the Atlanta Braves, and now he's on the Texas Rangers. But the more impressive feat that the Rangers accomplished over the World Series and over the postseason really is that they went 11-0 on the road. Think about that. Like, going into and baseball has really good postseason environments, right? You might not be able to see it on a TV, and the viewers throughout TV might not be the greatest, because this is becoming this was one of the most least watched World Series of all time. But what I will say is, in person, the environments are hectic. And so for the Texas Rangers, who don't have a great bullpen, they were without Adolis Garcia and Max Scherzer for a good chunk of the World Series group of games. To go 11-0 is real impressive.
Yeah, I had plans to watch the World Series this year, and I missed it.
Well, and that was what's weird is I just didn't. I would turn it on last night. Here's what's even crazier. Last night it was 0-0 in the bottom of the 5th, all the way up till the top of the 7th. It was 0-0 in last night's game. Zach Gallen, the Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher, had a no-hitter going until the top of the 7th. Arizona's offense just went dormant this World Series. They just went dormant, and except for that game 2 9-1 victory, Arizona's offense just wasn't there. You had Ketel Marte, who had one of the longest postseason hitting streaks at 18 or 19 games, which is real incredible. But when you don't have, Christian Walker would hit a slump. You had other guys. Corbin Carroll completely biffed on a ball out in the outfield, on just a routine ground ball that went into center field. He allowed it to go under his glove and through his legs, and it rolled all the way towards the back of the wall. So when you look at those things, there's just no margin for error in the World Series or in the postseason in general. And there were just a lot of mistakes by the Diamondbacks this year, who, by the way, not necessarily supposed to be in the postseason even at all. So they still had a pretty successful run.
Yeah, I think that what happened with me was 2015 Royals when they won it. I think it just peaked out all my World Series energies.
Which is understandable.
It was just so like I don't know, crazy and wild but it's like even this year, like I kept on thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to watch World Series tonight, and then I'd miss it, and then last night it starts coming across the Rangers win, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I missed it, but it's cool. It's cool for the Rangers to get that. I mean, their first World Series win in their team history. And looking back, I remember back when I was a kid, George W. Bush was the owner of the Rangers, so that was wild. But the one thing I do have another baseball question for you about the Rangers. Why did they move out of the ballpark in Arlington so quick to a new stadium? I thought that stadium was pretty nice.
It's interesting. So like that was just because it was a cool stadium. Because you had the tall bleachers in the outfield and stuff. But I think what they just built this Globe Life because number one, it has a retractable roof, right? So that helps out for gameplay. They also wanted a space that can now host like other events. And not necessarily that old Arlington couldn't. Globe Life though now is one of those where there's college tournaments going on. Nebraska's going to be the next team to play in Globe Life Field. The very next team, Nebraska is going to be a part of a tournament in February. It gives, like I said, it gives an opportunity to have other events, other baseball events within college, and also it's a more fan friendly place to host like postseason baseball as well.
Yeah, no, I always wondered about that because you look across from Jerry World over across the parking lot, and you have ballpark in Arlington. And I'm like, that stadium still is pretty pristine. And I was like, I cannot believe they're moving already, but they still use that for like soccer and stuff like that over there. So I guess the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So now, once again, the Rangers win their first title or World Series in organization history. And once again, so how about this statistic too? In terms of Nathan Eovaldi, one of their starting pitchers, he's only the fourth pitcher in MLB history with 5 wins in a single postseason. He joins on that list Francisco Rodriguez from the Los Angeles Angels in 2002, Steven Strasburg, who's now retired from the Washington Nationals in 2019, and then an Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher from 2001 by the name of Randy Johnson. So there you
now,
go.
do they? I know that they had a huge salary cap, or they're huge on their salary. So now, do they have a fire sale now and not be good next year, or they're able to keep it all together?
They got some guys for long-term deals. They have guys for long-term deals. This is only going to boost, ticket prices and ticket sales, and they're going to be able to raise the prices and the value on every single piece of merchandise that they sell and equipment that they sell. So this is going to help pay for all of those contracts. And they're going to be just fine in terms of salary, even though they have they spent about $800 million in the off season. So it's just it's incredible to see some of the salaries that they have on that Texas Rangers, but they have guys like Corey Seager and Marcus Semien locked into long-term deals, so they'll be all right.
I see that the Atlanta Braves are the favorite to win next year.
Yeah. Atlanta probably should have won this year. If I'm being 100% unbiased, Atlanta was probably the best team in baseball. They just, that's what happens when you get a week off. You get a little cold, and then a team that's been playing through wild card series and such, they just catch fire and they continue to roll on, and that's what happened. So,
and then I'm also going to be curious to find out where Ohtani ends up, because if he doesn't get injured, his arm, I don't think the contract's it's going to be crazy. But if he wouldn't have been injured, just how crazy it would have been and where he lands at in the offseason here. So the Ohtani watch begins.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have gotten injured, you're looking at 500+ mil.
Good Lord.
Like you're looking at a little over 500 million probably for him, because just the ability that the way the game is now conducive to two-way players, to where he can pitch and DH. There, you also have the universal DH, so you don't have to worry about that. And then just he has a good glove in the outfield as well. So, and then obviously the really good bat with it, while still being decently young. And so, I mean, Shohei is, I think, 28 or 29 years old. So he's still got some years to where, if he's also smart, it might not be in the 400, 300 million type of level, because frankly, if Ohtani is smart, he signs a shorter term deal, like a 4-year, maybe a 5-year deal. That way he can then sign somewhere else after that. And if he continues on this pace, when he comes back as fully healthy, that way he's able to renegotiate a newer deal.
So it sounds like next year what happens is he will not pitch next year. And then I would assume he'll just DH next year, because they'll probably want to rest the arm. So he'll just be a universal DH next year and then go from there. But good money where he can get it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Raffy, it's time for history when we come back, my man.
All right, well, let's break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check.
Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and man, of the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Coppell. You have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with approved credit.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Okay, everybody, ready to go caroling?
Are the people in your neighborhood nice?
Oh, you bet. Well, everybody except
Mr. Carpenter.
Now, come on, Jim. He's just a little cranky.
Are you kidding? Last year, he chased us down the street with a rake.
I'm sure he was just having a bad day. Now, here's his house. Everybody smile and get ready to run.
Well, hello, everyone. It's so great to see you all. Are you okay, Mr. Carpenter?
Oh, yes. I just bought a bunch of Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets. Until January 3rd, 2024, when you enter non-winning holiday tickets online, you have a chance to win $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000. Talk about a classic little Christmas. In fact, I'm so merry, I'd like to give you all some tickets.
Oh, what a nice gesture, Mr. Carpenter. Is there anything we can do for you?
Yeah, shovel my driveway. And don't sing.
Top prize odds vary by game.
The holidays are drawing closer, and there's not many things better than getting the gift of relaxation. Not just for yourself, but for anyone in your life. During November, for every service you get at the Body Shop, you get entered into their drawing for a free massage gift certificate equal to your last service. This goes all the way to the week before Christmas, so book your appointments now at thebodyshoplincoln.com and treat yourself and loved ones today. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I'm inviting you to stop by any of our 3 great locations to see why we have been voted best of for decades. We're a 4-generation jewelry company that refuses to compromise on quality or service. If you're in the market for anything for anyone special, nothing, and I mean nothing, says it better than Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Sartor Heyman Jewelers since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. 2 sleeps till Nebraska football? Or no? What is today? Thursday.
Yeah, you're right.
Today's
Thursday.
Well, I'm so confused.
I don't know why are you so confused on that?
I don't know what's going on right now. I feel like I say Wednesday and it's Thursday. I say Tuesday and it's Wednesday. This week's flying by.
It is going by quick. All right, Raff, you ready for a little history? Today's going to be a good day.
All right, I'm ready for it.
All right, here we go.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Oh my goodness. I'm a mess. I don't know what day it is. I don't say now punting.
Oh, you didn't say no. Oh, that's not good, Raff.
What is wrong with me?
You're all over the place right now.
I'm losing it. I am losing it
That's
before
bad.
your very eyes. Now
Well,
punting.
Yeah, exactly. All right, go ahead, take it.
All right. 1898. Cheerleading begins in the United States.
Whoa.
1898. And let me tell you, cheerleading is turned into just the money and all the people that are involved in it now. It is turned into, it is insane. Just how it's just turned into just, it's a big business, cheerleading. So
yeah,
I always give big props, like I did, I think last week, to Nebraska cheerleading, Coach Aaron, Nikki, what they do down there at the university. They don't get probably the attention of what the athletes do, but they do just as much, if not more, with all their philanthropic work and all their stuff. So 1898 is where it all started. And then, this is a good one. In 1964, Columbia Broadcasting System buys 80% of the New York Yankees baseball club for $11.2 million. So that had to be interesting for a while when CBS owns the New York Yankees. I wonder who was playing on the game of the week.
Well, exactly. But then, so did the Yankees end up buying them out?
Now that CBS owned them, I believe, all the way up until 70. I want to say like 74, 75, and then that's when George Steinbrenner bought the Yankees away from CBS.
Gotcha.
And then the boss took over.
I would say I bet that valuation kind of went up. I bet CBS came out of that in the green.
Yeah, but I always thought that was crazy when the broadcasting network owns the team. So
yeah.
Oh, what else do we got here? 1978. Today in 1978, the Edmonton Oilers purchased the contract of Wayne Gretzky from the Indiana Racers of the WHA.
Wow.
So the great one made his way to the NHL.
There you go.
He had a pretty decent career.
I would think so. All right, Raff, are you ready for the Husker game?
I'm ready. I hope there's some good games today.
Okay, so there's in the last I go back to about 2000 here, okay? I'll briefly, so in 2002, Nebraska lost to 7th ranked Texas in a game where Jamal Lord had over, I believe, hold on, let me pull it up so they lost to number 7 Texas at home 27-24 on this day in 2002.
I remember this game. I was there.
Yeah, Jamal Lord had 23 carries, 234 yards on the ground for Nebraska. And then he also went 7 of 14 through the air with 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Can you name the quarterback for the Texas Longhorns of this year?
Oh, Major Applewhite.
He was a 3rd-round pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chris Sims.
There you go. Nice job. And then I skipped I'm gonna skip the one that happened during the Scott Frost tenure because it was a Purdue loss.
Before we skip on to the next game, did DeJuan Gross did he have a return touchdown that game? I think at the end of the game, DeJuan caught a punt and almost took it for the win. I can't remember if there was a penalty or what happened, but
he did not.
So it was.
DeJuan Gross had one punt return for 44 yards. No touchdown.
Okay, I think that was the one, and he almost took it to the house, and Nebraska would have won the game on that return. But I think he got pulled down by his shirt or something. I remember that game so vividly. I was like, man, I wanted that win.
Yeah, so Nebraska then falls to 6-4 on the season, while Texas improves to 8-1 at that point on the year. Once again, Nebraska falls 27-24 to the Texas Longhorns back in 2002 on this day. Now, I have an audio clip for this one. On November 2nd, 2013, this happened for Nebraska. If I can just go ahead and boost it up. Hold on. Give me a moment. All right. Here we go.
Neither team has a timeout remaining. This should be the final play of the game unless there's a defensive penalty.
Look for a hook and ladder. Hook and lateral. Got to get rid of it. Throw it up there.
Kellogg's throw. It's going to be tipped and caught. It's caught. It's caught. It's a touchdown, Western Times.
So there you go. On this day in 2013, Nebraska scores a Hail Mary from Ron Kellogg III to Jordan Westerkamp to beat Northwestern 27-24 back in 2013. Nebraska got bowl eligible with this victory, and they were 6-2 after the game against Northwestern. This was also a game where Avery Moss had a 25-yard pick six in the game. Quincy Enunwa had a 3-yard touchdown catch. Tommy Armstrong had a 4-yard touchdown run. And then how about this name that I have not thought about for the Northwestern Wildcats running backs, Trayvon Green. Green in this game had, let's see, let me get you the official statistics. 19 carries, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Northwestern. Kane Coulter on the ground added 23 rushes for 86 yards for Northwestern. Both Kane Coulter and Trevor Simeon only completed 4 passes each in this game and had 1 interception collectively. Tommy Armstrong, 15 of 29, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks in this game for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So, but obviously a trademark and a staple call on the Big Ten Network as Nebraska got a Hail Mary from Kellogg to Jordan Westerkamp.
The one thing that did surprise me about that game, because you said Tommy Armstrong, what was he again passing?
It was like 19. Hold on 1 second. I just got out of it. Hold on. He was 15 of 29 for 173, 1 touchdown and 3 picks.
Okay, so what surprised me about this was when it came down to the end of the game and they had to throw the Hail Mary, that they subbed out Tommy Armstrong for Ron Kellogg because they said Ron Kellogg had the stronger arm.
Yep.
But I would be looking back on it now, I think Tommy Armstrong might have had a stronger arm than Ron Kellogg.
When you look at was Ron Kellogg the third, the backup, or was he the third string?
He was the third string.
That's what I thought. Okay, who was the backup in 2013?
Oh man, testing me here. Was it Riker?
Well, maybe.
Because I just always remember that them saying, "Well, Ron Kellogg had the stronger arm," but then when he threw the ball, the ball only went like 50. I don't know if the wind was strong that day. The ball barely made it to the end zone, and I'd seen Tommy Armstrong throw the ball, further than that.
Wait a minute. Would this have been the year where Taylor still would have been at Nebraska? He was just injured.
I don't know. I think he was the year prior, I think.
So hold on. So 2013 Nebraska roster. So Nebraska had 4 quarterbacks on the roster in 2013. And it was Ron Kellogg, who was a senior. Tommy Armstrong was a freshman. Yep. Taylor Martinez was a senior.
Oh, so he was there.
And Riker Fife was a freshman. So I think this was the year where Taylor got hurt and he had all those turf toe issues where then Tommy came into the game. He then had the 3 picks, and they believed that he did not have the stronger arm between him and Kellogg.
Yep. No, yeah, you're right. That's crazy because remember at the end of that year, there was a chance that maybe Taylor could play in the bowl game, and everybody was like, and then they're like, no, he's not going to play in it. I wish he would have played. I think he deserved that to play in one final game as a Husker, but Oh well,
Hey,
it happens.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, good day today. We'll just keep it to that one. We won't worry about the one that happened in 2018 on this day. It was a loss to Purdue. We won't have to worry about it today.
All right. Well, let's send it to break now, and then we'll be back. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. Touchdown, Jordan Westerkamp.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel in this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Brown's has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownsshoefitco.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Okay, everybody, ready to go caroling?
Are the people in your neighborhood nice?
Oh, you bet. Well, everybody except
Mr. Carpenter.
Now come on, Jim. He's just a little cranky.
Are you kidding? Last year he chased us down the street with a rake.
I'm sure he was just having a bad day. Now, here's his house. Everybody smile and get ready to run.
Well, hello, everyone. It's so great to see you all.
Are you okay, Mr. Carpenter?
Oh, yes. I just bought a bunch of Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets. Until January 3rd, 2024, when you enter non-winning holiday tickets online, you have a chance to win $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000. Talk about a classic little Christmas. In fact, I'm so merry, I'd like to give you all some tickets.
Oh, what a nice gesture, Mr. Carpenter. Is there anything we can do for you?
Yeah, shovel my driveway. And don't sing.
Top prize odds vary by game.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November, with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Are you looking for a night of epic fun without breaking the bank? Look no further than Sun Valley Lanes and Games. Join us for our late night special every Sunday through Thursday night and enjoy non-stop action with our Unlimited Fun promotion. Unlimited Fun includes everything you need for an unforgettable night out. Unlimited bowling, unlimited laser tag, and unlimited lucky putt mini golf. Show a valid college or military ID at check-in and get $2 off your admission. Visit the daily rates page at sunvalleylanes.com for complete details.
Sun Valley. Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I'm inviting you to stop by any of our 3 great locations to see why we have been voted best of for decades. We're a 4-generation jewelry company that refuses to compromise on quality or service. If you're in the market for anything for anyone special, nothing, and I mean nothing, says it better than Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Sartor Heyman Jewelers since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island.
The Stars are back home on November 4th to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders at the Icebox. It's the first visit for Cedar Rapids to the capital city since 2019, and it's also military night with a post-game jersey auction to follow. Lock in your seats today by heading to LincolnStars.com.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, of the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Koppel, you have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with roof credit.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. Before we talk Nebraska football, Nick, have you had a chance to look at the NFL schedule for this week?
I know it's headlined by, obviously, the Chiefs and the Dolphins in Germany. Have not been able to look at the rest of it. I know the Lions have a bye, so.
Okay, so it is like the best of times and the worst of times.
Oh,
so you've got the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Going to be a great game in Frankfurt. Don't get me started. It should be at Arrowhead. Tyreek Hill should be coming back. There should be a full house there. Kansas City fans, I'm sorry, because that game should be in Kansas City, and Jake should be going to Kansas City for that game.
There you go.
And then you've got the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Yep.
Another great game. Find out if Dak's finally able to, under the lights and get it finished against the Eagles. Eagles struggled a little bit last week with the Commanders. And then you've got the Bengals and the Bengals and the Bills. So you've got Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen, marquee matchup. So that's the good. Now, are you ready for the bad?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm just going to name the quarterback matchups, and you can name the teams.
Okay.
Daniel Jones versus Aiden O'Connell.
That would be Raiders and Giants.
All right, 1 for 1. Jaron Hall versus Taylor Heineke.
Oh no, Heineke changed teams.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Who would that would so Taylor Heineke? He's not on the Panthers, is he?
Nope.
Okay. Wait, the Vikings Falcons.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, 2 for 2. Clayton Tune versus PJ Walker.
That's horrible. It's whoever the Browns are playing. That'd be probably like the Cardinals, the Browns who have this week.
Well done. 3 for 3. Tyson Bagent versus Derek Carr. You'll get that one easy.
Yep. Bears and Saints.
Brett Rippon versus Jordan Love.
Oh no, the Packers and the Rams.
Not a boy.
Oh no.
I mean, I looked at that and I was just like, holy cow, you got 3 amazing games, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 who you're sitting there going, if you thought some of those guys were going to be a quarterback even in the NFL to start this season, but not only to be in it, but to be starting, it's crazy. I mean, they benched Jimmy G, and Raiders benched Jimmy G yesterday and said we're going with Aiden O'Connell. And I still think Aiden O'Connell at best in the league is a practice squad or an emergency quarterback. I never thought in a million years he'd be starting for the Raiders.
Well, it was funny because I saw this post yesterday to where somebody was like asked one of the coaches why Aiden O'Connell was starting and why Jimmy Garoppolo got benched. And their response was just simply, well, he's the better quarterback. Aiden O'Connell's the all-around better quarterback. And I go, dang, if you're Jimmy G and you're hearing that, how do you feel? How does that make you feel? When frankly, you've been to a Super Bowl, Jimmy G, with the San Francisco 49ers, you then go to Las Vegas and your career has just taken a complete just downfall. And it doesn't look like he'll be able to be a starting quarterback, barring anybody else having an injury or anything like that.
You know what's going to happen is he's going to be released from the Raiders. Mm-hmm. The Patriots are going to pick him up in the offseason. Josh McDaniels will be the offense coordinator. And then watch the Patriots start winning again.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. What do you think happens with Bill Belichick in New England this year?
I think he'll be okay. I think they'll end up bringing back Josh McDaniels, and they'll just get the band back together, and maybe they'll get things going. People always talk about, not the same coach with Tom Brady, but I think he's sometimes not as much the same coach without Josh McDaniels. I mean, Josh McDaniels he's proven he's not a head coach in the league. And that happens. There's a lot of coaches out there that are like that
Nathaniel Hackett.
They're great like position coaches, coordinators, but they're just not head coach material. And I think Josh McDaniels is one of those guys that he is a great coordinator, but he's just not a head coach. But what'll happen now is he'll go back to the Patriots. They'll start doing well again, and then Bill Belichick will step down, and you watch the Patriots. They'll hire Josh McDaniels as their head coach.
Yeah. Which is funny because now Denver has found 2, not to come at your Broncos, Raff, has found 2 of the guys that are probably really good, just coordinators and not head coaches, Nathaniel Hackett and then McDaniels. And they both learned their lesson with those. And then they might
have actually found 4.
And who else?
McDaniels, Hackett, Joseph.
Yep.
And why am I forgetting his name? Vic Fangio.
That's right.
I mean, all 4 of them are great coordinators, but they're just not. I just don't know if they're head coach. So I don't know. It's interesting.
I'm also not sure if you saw this for week 10. So not this week, but next week.
Oh boy.
The NFL did not flex one of their games. With one of the other better matchups. They did not flex it in time by the deadline. And so therefore Sunday Night Football next week is the New York Jets versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one. Is anyway Aaron Rodgers? Yeah. Could we get an Aaron Rodgers Tom Brady matchup?
No way. But once again, so they did not flex it. I believe one of the flex options were potentially Giants Cowboys, and then also Lions Chargers was potential flex, if I remember correctly, but they chose, or they just missed the deadline. Like the report that I read from NFL.com was that the commissioner's office just forgot about the deadline and when it happened, and therefore they just missed it. They wanted to flex it, but instead they're going to have Jets Raiders on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, so that's going to be a barn burner.
You want to talk about a quarterback matchup, Zach Wilson versus Aiden O'Connell.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun one. I bet they're praying that Aaron Rodgers shows up again and standing on the sidelines. He's sort of like the Taylor Swift right now, put the camera on him about 50 times during the game, stretching out his arm, stretching out his Achilles, throwing some passes. Man, at least you can tune in the next night and you'll have Bills Broncos from Buffalo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Denver
So,
beats Buffalo. Oh man. Get
if
the
Denver
parade
beats
ready.
Buffalo, then there'll be a little bit of respect. That Thursday night game, how about this one, Raff? That Thursday night game on November 9th is a matchup of the current 1-6 Carolina Panthers on the road at the current 2-6 Chicago Bears.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. Oh,
So,
can you imagine what L. Michaels is gonna be like on Thursday? Oh my gosh.
Oh man. The matchup though, we should talk a little bit about it. The matchup tonight, since we're on NFL before we dive into Huskers in the next segment. Tonight, Will Levis gets his second appearance for the Tennessee Titans, and we'll see if that connection with DeAndre Hopkins is still there. You would expect it to be as they go up against a pretty decent Steelers defense.
Yeah, so what's happening there is they're not 100% sure on DeAndre Hopkins if he's going to play tonight. He's been held out the first 2 days of practice this week with a turf toe or a sprained toe. So same thing, I think. So it'll be interesting to see. They said it's a game time decision on him. And then it'll be fun to see how Will Levis, like that first game, he was out there, I wouldn't say not carelessly, but he was out there. He was throwing the ball. He wasn't checking down. He was getting the ball out there. It'll be interesting to see going against the Pittsburgh defense if they confuse him some tonight or how they decide if they decide to blitz him a lot. You got the Steelers. They've got Cam Hayward coming back. He's been out injured the last 7 weeks. So it'll be fun to see how he plays against, I would say the Steelers are probably top 2 or 3 defense in the NFL right now. They've kept their team in it with no offense.
Yeah. I was just gonna say defense has not been their issue. It's certainly
No,
their
not at all.
offense. Kenny Pickett is struggling immensely right now. Najee Harris has the ability, I think, to be an RB1 in the league. He just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it going, right? And it feels like he can barely get any yards from scrimmage on the ground, especially he helps out in the pass catching game at times. But man, on the ground, Najee Harris, he finally had a pretty decent game last week, I believe, because I believe they played the Chargers last week, if I remember correctly. Potentially, either way, whichever game the Steelers played the Chargers in, whether that was last week or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Najee Harris actually had a pretty decent game against the LA defense. So we'll see if he can continue that on. The Steelers, though, somehow still 4-3 with a putrid offense right now. Still 4-3, and they're still obviously this is a big one that they'd like to have against the 3-4 Titans. Which were you surprised that maybe we didn't see Derrick Henry get dealt at the trade deadline?
The only people that sound like were garnering any interest were the Cowboys.
Yeah.
With Derrick Henry, you got a big contract, and I'm sure that's kind of what prevented at the deadline. Because I'm guessing a lot of the teams were like, "Hey, we'll trade for him, but you guys are going to take part of the salary from us."
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the Titans were like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that." So it's either all or nothing. So that's why he probably stayed.
Understandable.
So Nebraska football. Have we had any news from the Nebraska football camp?
We're ready to go. We're ready to go tomorrow. We're still waiting. We're ready to go on Saturday. We're still waiting to hear on Michigan State starter. We're still waiting to hear on who's going to get the call because they've played 3 different quarterbacks this year. Obviously, Noah Kim is the most experienced, probably the most talented in that quarterback room as well. But has 6 touchdown passes, 6 INTs this year for the Spartans. They lost Jalen Berger, who is he transferred in 2 years ago in the offseason from Wisconsin. And Jalen Berger, he got injured and is now out for the year. He got injured earlier in the season, is done for the year. So they've struggled to run the ball on the ground, which we can definitely talk about when we come back a little bit as we dive into Nebraska and Michigan State, Raffy.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, we will send it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creekat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Today's agenda includes office meetings this morning, followed by a client lunch, then back to the office for another meeting, and ending the day with a presentation at a client's office. When you are on the go, you need an office phone that goes with you. At Hamilton, our business phone systems make it easy to sync your office phone features to your cell phone for quick and seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you need better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Stars are back home on November 4th to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders at the Ice Box. It's the first visit for Cedar Rapids to the capital city since 2019, and it's also military night with a post-game jersey auction to follow. Lock in your seats today by heading to LincolnStars.com.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
So what's this new concept happening at 1040 O Street? There's 93.7 The Ticket, there's The Mill Coffee and Tea, and there's Grandma's Bake Shop and Beatrice Bakery? Well, yeah, it's all of those things. It's a place for the community to hang out, grab a drink and a bite, and just chill, or work, or meet, or chat, or whatever you want to do. 93.7 The Ticket, The Mill Coffee and Tea, Grandma's Bake Shop and Beatrice Bakery, all together at 1040 O Street.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, talking some Nebraska football. I did my weather manning over the break, and I checked the weather for Saturday. Temperature kickoff about 45 degrees, goes up to about 50 as the game goes on. Only a 4 mile an hour wind, so looks like a perfect fall day in East Lansing, Michigan. If you've ever been to East Lansing for a Michigan State game, they really know how to tailgate there too. Very pretty campus too
in East Lansing. Hey, I need to make a correction regarding Michigan State's quarterbacks. Noah Kim is out with a season-ending injury. Shout out to DP. He filled me in on that one. So Noah Kim is out with a season-ending injury. So it's either going to be Caton Hauser or it's going to be, I believe, Spencer Levitt is the third-string quarterback. Both of them struggle with turnover issues. And so Nebraska, as we heard from defense coordinator Tony White earlier in the week, have an opportunity to get pressure on him, right? Some of those edge guys, the Cam Lenharts, the Princewell Uman Mielens, who have really stepped up the last couple of weeks. Interior guys, Nash Hutmacher and Ty Robinson have an opportunity to do so. Michigan State, I don't know if you saw this, just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, had one of their more experienced linemen go into the portal in the middle of the year. And he actually got an offer from Nebraska. He got multiple offers over the last couple of years or a couple of weeks, but he actually had an offer from the University of Nebraska to continue his career after the season once he can take visits and stuff like that too. And once he can officially enter the transfer portal and such. So, Raff, I want to listen to a little bit about Tony White here because this defense is truly putting on some stats on paper the last 3 games. In the month of October, I'm not sure if you saw this. In the month of October, Nebraska's defense has gotten a stop, whether that's a punt, a turnover, or a turnover on down, almost 88% of the time. 87.3% of the time in the month of October, they got off the field. And that's, I mean, incredible. We haven't seen stuff like that around here in a very long time.
Yeah.
But Tony White was also very open about they're nowhere near where they want to be yet, and they still have a lot of growth to do. And he was asked about that, the process versus results, and kind of being honest about it. And so here's what Tony White had to say earlier this week.
The young men have done everything asked of them, and so when you point out things which even as a coach, you're always learning as well, that it's the standard of play versus the result. and so many times everybody gets fixated on the results, and it's believe me, it's great to win and all that stuff. But what happens is you neglect those things that'll get you beat, later on down the line or against better opponents. So we're always looking at the standard of play, because I think that when that takes precedence over the results, you'll be happy with the results more than not, right? But the young men, they saw it and they said, yeah, they agreed with it, and so had a big emphasis today on the standard, meeting the standard versus don't worry about the results.
It's interesting, Raff, because when I was listening to Tony White on that earlier this week, him talking about this process and how you maybe neglect the littler things when you just worry about the end result, right?
Yep.
And the journey and the route that you took to get to that point. It sounded a lot like Matt Rule, right? Remember after the Northwestern game, whether it was in the post-game presser or whether it was in the little GBR rewind thing that they send out after the game, whichever one it was, he talks about, hey, we got the job done, but don't forget the process and how you get there. And he said in the post-game presser, more importantly to the media, that he said, quote, I don't care about the score. He said, obviously I want to win, but I want it to be how we got there. Yep. And so it feels like these guys, especially Tony White and Matt Rule, are on the same somewhat of wavelength, to where they are very process and detail oriented, especially early on in their tenures at Nebraska.
Yeah. And I think that he's talking about the standard of play and, convening that to the defense and to the entire team for that matter, that, hey, yeah, we are winning games here, but this is nowhere where we want to be. There's so much more to accomplish, so much more to get better at, because face it, we're playing some of the teams we played. They're not, they're not good. I mean, they're okay, but they're not great. And to where Nebraska wants to be at, you've got to go back and I'm sure they can go back and watch the tapes. Yeah, the defense played great last week, but go back and watch the all 22 tape.
Yeah,
you probably see a lot of stuff that Nebraska could probably, button up a little bit better. And I think that's what he's talking about in that press conference there. It's like, there's stuff we can still fix, and we got to keep this team. We don't want the defense to be satisfied. Like that statistic, stopping them 88% of the time. Some people hear that and like, okay, well, we're top of the mountain, can't do much better than that. But we also got to look back, to the teams that we've played, and they can always go back to that Michigan game and be like, hey, once you guys start to think you're really good or whatever, go back and watch that. There's still work to be done. And at the end of the day, Nebraska, I mean, they have those aspirations. They want to get back to playing, the top teams in the country. Mm-hmm. We don't always want to be, you start where Nebraska started. We were at the bottom. I mean, face it, Nebraska was one of the worst teams just from the last 6 seasons. And, we're making our way, now we're getting up, we're starting to beat those teams that we thought we should have beat, the last 5-6 years. And now you keep on, it's a process. And like you said, Coach Rule and Coach White, they're both saying the same things, maybe not the same words, but they're definitely saying the same thing.
I mean, the perfect example is, I remember sitting up in the press box prior to the, what would have been Northwestern game, watching the Penn State Ohio State game, right? And you talked about the process of getting back to where Nebraska can go on the road and compete against those teams, and both offensively and defensively, right? As a complete balanced program, getting to where they can put consistent efforts like that on display. And I remember sitting there thinking, okay, while Nebraska is taking a couple steps forward this year and have some really good coaches, specifically on the defensive side, have some really good players, both younger and older guys on each side of the ball, it still felt and feels like Nebraska is a little bit farther away than from Penn State or from an Ohio State, where they can go on and if they went into Columbus or into the Big House this weekend, where I wouldn't feel confident that they'd be able to keep it within a touchdown. And so there's still a method and to the madness, I guess. And there's still that process that Coach White and Coach Rule are talking about. And I'm sure Satterfield has talked about it as well. But I think for the time being, right, Nebraska is not, I mean, honestly, it's not their fault. Nebraska is playing Purdue, Northwestern, now a Michigan State team that ranks 115th in the country in rushing offense. They're facing these programs this season, and all they can do is take care of business. And here they are figuring out a way to get the job done.
And I don't think it's a bad thing either, because look at it over the last, 10, 12, 15 years, Nebraska playing average teams that should not have played with Nebraska. Nebraska should have won these games. We had fits with. We didn't win games. So I think these games right now, they're good for Nebraska football, because this is another game this weekend. Do we think Nebraska should win? Yeah, we think they should win. But in the past years, we end the game and Nebraska's not the winner. So you take care of these games. You take care of the games that you can take care of. And then that's going to keep on building confidence. You're going to continue getting better. And then eventually there's going to come a time where we play a Michigan or somebody like that, and we're able to step on the field and stay on the same field with them. And that's the key thing right now, is to keep on, every week it's a process. Build. And I think that getting these wins, I understand it. People are like, well, it's Michigan State. Well, it's Purdue. Well, I understand it, but these are things that Nebraska have not done for a while. So it's get back to that consistency of beating these teams, and then it's gonna raise your program up to where when we play these, the Michigans, the Ohio States of the world, and the taste test. Like I watch games, and the first thing I think of is, would Nebraska be able to compare with these teams? And I remember for a while there, I'd watch television and I'd see other teams. I'd be like, yep, there's no way Nebraska could stay on the same field with these guys. No. But now I'm starting to see it where I watch other games where I'm like, yeah, I think Nebraska could play with them. Are there no way? They're not up to the Georgias and Alabamas yet of the world, but it's a process. You keep on building, and then eventually you'll get there.
I think a couple things before we go to break here. One thing you talked about with this, understanding the opponents that Nebraska's playing, right?
Yep.
It forces you, and in the Big Ten West especially, Nebraska's not this unstoppable force that is unbeatable, obviously, right? So in these games that are gross, they are detailed focus. And what I mean by that is, in the cold weather, in the snow that Nebraska's probably eventually going to have to play through, whether that's with Maryland, whether that's Wisconsin, whether that's Iowa, or even if they make the Pinstripe Bowl, like the adversity that they're going to have to be faced with and work through is going to make the discipline just that much more important. The attention to details, the fundamentals, the keeping flags and penalties at a minimum. All those things are magnified because guess what? Possessions offensively come at a premium in those types of games. They come at a premium to where with 6 minutes left in the game and you're down by a touchdown, you need to stop because there's a very good chance that you won't get another possession. And in that weather, it makes it hard to drive the field in a short amount of time, especially with Nebraska's offense the way it is. So I think I'm on board with you there, Raff, where it's, listen, these games that are nitty gritty, that are ugly, quote unquote ugly, I guess, that don't have a whole lot of offense might be helping Nebraska out, because like that Northwestern game where Northwestern's defense put on a pretty good performance and Nebraska's offense was sputtering to say the least. It showed the importance of, hey, getting in field goal position and your kicker being able to make a field goal, number one, the lack of penalties and just the overall discipline, whether that's before a play, whether that's during a play or after the play, most importantly. And also it showed how much Nebraska's defense can be leaned on to win a football game. And because then we saw the following week where Northwestern goes out and they're able to beat Maryland at home with the same quarterback who had the best first quarter of his entire life, went like 6 for 6 with 2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
All right, Raffy, let's go ahead and head to break, my man. Let's get Raff's good take in after this.
All right, we'll throw it to break. And man, I hope we do not go to the Pinstripe Bowl. It's way too cold in New York City in December. So We'll send it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
The Stars are back home on November 4th to take on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders at the Icebox. It's the first visit for Cedar Rapids to the capital city since 2019, and it's also military night with a post-game jersey auction to follow. Lock in your seats today by heading to LincolnStars.com.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. My father, Don, always insisted that Sartor Heyman never compromise. Not on quality, not on value, and not on customer service. For that reason, you can be sure that every item of jewelry you purchase from Sartor Heyman is the very best, no matter how small or how large. When it comes to jewelry, if we don't have it, you don't want it. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island, and SartorHeyman.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their two new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and Decorators composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance and to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online to deckcityne.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creekat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Today's agenda includes office meetings this morning, followed by a client lunch, then back to the office for another meeting, and ending the day with a presentation at a client's office. When you are on the go, you need an office phone that goes with you. At Hamilton, our business phone systems make it easy to sync your office phone features to your cell phone for quick and seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you need better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We are proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Florial's, get there, get that food. Hey, Nick.
Right. Yeah, what's up?
Before the RGT comes out, breaking news from the Lincoln Stars. They've traded my guy, Patrick Raftery. So I guess I'm the only
way.
I guess I'm the only Raff in this town.
No way.
I kept on telling him I wanted to meet him. And he probably was.
He's right down there in negotiations.
You know, the only thing about being traded today instead of yesterday was he got to enjoy Heavenly Waffles yesterday. So that's
right.
The only positive of being traded today. But best wishes to the young man. I'm sure he'll do great things. So I saw that come over the wire, and I was just like, no, I wanted to have him on the show, but oh well. So we'll.
Yep. So the Stars have acquired 2 future draft picks in exchange for forward Patrick Raftery. There it is.
So I guess I have to pick a new favorite Lincoln Stars player this year, because last year it was Mason Marcellus, of course. And he only scored in like every game after made him my favorite player. So I'll find a new favorite player so we'll be good. I'll have to look at the roster today.
And two future picks. He's probably pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
How about that? All right, Raffy, you ready for a little good take?
I'm ready. Bring it.
It's time for Raff's good take. It's time for Raff's good take. It's time for Raff's good take right now.
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's good take goes out to my buddy Tim Clare. Tim's just really good dude. He's one of those people that he's got that infectious personality where when you're in the room with him, you feel so much. He has that way of making you feel so good about yourself. He gives you that confidence. He gives you that boost. Just an amazing guy. The state of Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska is so happy to have him. I think I probably told him a few times he should run for like governor or mayor or president or something like that, because he's just that good a guy. And Tim, I haven't talked to you. It's been a few minutes since we've talked, but just want to let you know that you're just an awesome guy. And I'm just proud to call you a friend. So that is my Raff's good take.
All right, there you go. Make sure you stick around. We have the captain coming up next, Bach, Vershawn, Terrell coming up at you. Make sure you stick around. We'll have a little bit of Nebraska State high school volleyball coverage coming your way throughout the rest of the week, as well as Scott, as we talked about at the start of the show, goes for 9 straight Class B titles. Tomorrow night, high school football. Raff, this show flew by, my man.
It's what we do. Everybody, have yourself a great day. Be nice to each other. And remember, it is Thursday today. So, all right, you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.